now, but I'm gonna go live working on the big truck today because I know a lot of people want to see how do we actually do these calipers. I got the phone kind of close to me because I'm kind of crouching down, but this is the view of the live stream today. So that's going to be your live stream view today. Watching me work on this big truck. I haven't started jacking it up yet, but I got everything in place. So in a second, I know you'll see people on here and people will be like, where's Jeff? He's not talking. I'm here. I'm just actually on the opposite side right now. So let me get started on getting this truck and everything jacked up. And I'll show you guys how I start lining everything up. I'm going to make sure I get as much in as I possibly can so you guys can kind of watch me work and see what I do. First thing, I already got the wheel chocked on the opposite side. So I got the wheel chock behind my tire. I'm about to start jacking this front end up. And from there, let me see exactly how I can do this. Gotta get my air hoses out of the way. So what I do is I start raising this part up here. Go up here some. So what I'm doing now is getting this tire up because what I want to do is start working on getting these lugs off. I don't want to raise it up too high. Hold on for a second. You're going to hear the air compressor. Trust me, it's going to get loud. Hold up for a second. So that's me running the air compressor right now. But after I finish running the air compressor, I'm going to start taking these lugs off. Yeah. Okay, so now jack this up a little bit more. That's good about there. Oh yeah. So let me get this placed up under here. That's good. So what I'm gonna do is once I get this thing dropped, let me turn the camera around. Hold up for a second. Okay, we'll do it like this. This is better. That way I can actually see the camera. So I don't know. I don't think I can see the chat on here. I don't know how I could see the chat. Hold on. Let me touch some buttons real quick. No, I can't see it. I don't know. I can't see the chat on this thing. I don't know exactly how to do live streams from this live chat. Okay. Somebody type something in the chat. Let me see if I can see it because I don't know how to. Like I said, I don't live stream from my phone that often, so I have no idea if live chat's even working or something like that. If it is, it is. If it's not, then whatever. You guys can chat with each other back and forth. But I got the car jacked up. I got the big jack sitting up under the bottom of it. But now I'm gonna end up air wrenching everything off so I can start getting to the brakes. Oh, hold up for a second. Yeah, like I can't see live chat. I don't know why it's not showing me live chat. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. Like I said, I don't live chat from my phone that often. Oh, Yeah, I can't see anything. Whatever. Hold up for a second. Let me see if I can touch this. No, that doesn't work either. Nope, that doesn't work. I don't know how to make this thing work. Go in here. Okay, it says all messages are available. All right, that's fine. All right, so let's get started on this real quick. All right, so that's about all I need for that part. There we go. This big, and what I'll do is I'll roll this wheel out the way and I'll clean it later because I don't like how dirty those wheels are. But I'll clean that later on. Now I'm gonna let my jack down some. I want to put one up in the front too. Hold up. Because I'm gonna do two of these. Hold up for a second. Take one. So I got two jacks up under there. I got one in the back, one in the front. Always a redundant system, always. Okay, so I got that and that. I'm gonna let this down some. Now, the reason why I did that is because I'm gonna need this jack because I'm gonna take the jack to the back. Oh, what up, Frank? All right, cool, cool. Appreciate you, brother. I can see it now. So at first I didn't know if I could see the actual chat, but now I can see the chat at the bottom. Yeah, remember guys, tighten the nut until it loosens, then back it up a bit. Exactly. So right now I'm gonna jack the back up in a second too, but right now I want to do the front just to get this out the way. So I got that one sitting. That one's on a redundant jack stand. I'm gonna jack up the back once this is starting to cure and work. I'm gonna go in the back and start working. But oh, since I got everything apart now, what I want to do is I haven't rinsed it off or done anything like that yet. So I want to add me some. I want to put some engine degreaser on it for a second, just like just to kind of start cleaning this stuff up some. Yeah, so that stuff is being eaten away at all the dirt and the grime. I'm gonna say, was there? This is some good shit. Really keep doing this. Oh man, so thank my man, thank you, brother. But this is how I'm showing people exactly how we're gonna do the calipers. So, like I said, I always use two jack stands. When I jack up the front, I put one, and then I do a redundant one up under the frame, just in case one fails, the other one will catch it. It'll give me enough time to get out. But the jack, I rarely have the jack rest. It's just sitting here right now. It's not resting on anything. So the jack is right there. It's not resting on anything right there. You can see the jack. So there's my jack there. So the truck is completely on stands right now. I'm about to fill up my water bucket. Hold up. Oh. This is a car neighborhood, so you're gonna have a bunch of cars coming through and everything. What's up? What's up out there? Yeah, we're gonna we're gonna have some fun just working on the car today here in the garage. So I'm gonna paint the front and rear calipers. I actually got mine. Says, what did you? I already painted the calipers already. I use this is what I normally use right here. This right here, and it's a sunrise red. So I use that sunrise red enamel, and when I coated it, I actually coated it with this Duplicolor here. I thought I used Rust-Oleum, but I use this Duplicolor clear kit right there. But every once in a while, I'll use like Rust-Oleum clear gloss. But whatever I do, I use enamel because I got to have something that's oil based. And so I would have jacked it up in the middle. It's already set up. Oh, I don't like that, man. I hate teetering and jack in the middle of stuff. Dude, I've been doing this my whole life. I don't do the only time I put my jack in the center is if I'm lifting from the Jeep, like the rear differential. The reason why I don't like doing that, especially if I'm trying to teeter something, if you don't get it right and you think you do have it right, you could set yourself up for something pretty bad. So I don't do the teetering thing. I don't like that. I wish I had a jack that I could drive up into and just lift the whole truck up. That would be ideal. But using this little ass jack to teeter shit on, I don't know, man. I think my truck is worth too much, man. All my cars are worth a lot of money. So I'd rather just take the extra time and not play that game with my cars. Because I mean, I spend, $30,000, $40,000 on these cars sometimes. And I don't want to, I'll take my time. I'm a very patient person. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush. I mean, if I got to lift it up one side at a time, I'm not in a rush. $30,000, $40,000 down a tube if I get it wrong. But it's just a couple of extra seconds out of my day if I do it just one at a time. So like I said, I got this jacked up already. In a second, I'm gonna go lift up the back and have that already sitting on, jack stands back there. So while this is curing, after I paint it, I'm gonna go work on the back. Oh yeah, $20 can. Oh yeah. And see that thing is, this stuff here, man. I like using it. I've used this on like the Jeep, the Beamer, everything, and it's been lasting like years. The Jeep I did this back in 2020. I did the Jeep, and the shit's still on, pretty good. Oh yeah, you could check my my videos. I used to own my own mechanic shop for about 6 years, and I sold that to move to Arizona and everything. But I've been working on cars since I was a kid, and I'm 51 years old. So I got probably 30, 40 years in the game of actually working on cars and wrenching on cars. So it's like I'm a very patient person. 30, 40 years of doing this, I'm not in a rush. I tell people, if you bring me something, don't expect it real fast. I'm not in a rush. If I rush, I'll fuck it up. And then you're gonna be mad at me, like, dude, you fucked my car up. But like, that's why I take my time. I'm never in a rush. People be like, dude, I do it right the first time because I don't like doing shit twice. Because the second time you do it, you don't get paid for it. You only get paid for the first time. The second time you do it, you're not getting paid. So now all of that shits have went away. You see, it's all nice and clean now. I'm gonna. This is brake parts cleaner here. So I'm gonna hit this with some brake parts cleaner. I should have my yellow glasses on. Let me go get my yellow glasses. I don't like using this shit without it. Where's my yellow glasses? Yeah. Yeah, whenever you spraying, even though you're spraying away from you, but whenever you're spraying stuff, man, always wear glasses. Because I tell you, when you spray things, it might hit an edge or a corner or a groove and bounce back. And once that shit gets in your eye, oh man, it's the worst feeling ever. Worst feeling. Whenever you spray something, always wear something to protect your eyes because you don't know if it'll come back or not. So even though I could be doing something else in the garage and I won't wear these, but the moment I start spraying something, I go grab these. I do not want shit to get in my eyes. Oh yeah, 63, love it too. Yeah, brother, yeah. We do it, we do it. All sneaky, very cool skill to have, man. I'm telling you. And to me, it's a hobby. Working in my garage is my hobby. And a lot of people don't realize that, they say, oh man, it's gonna take me, I'll just take it to a shop. All the money I've saved my whole life from not using shops is why I have all of these cars. I mean, I'm gonna put my tires and everything on too. I got a tire machine in here, I got a balancer and everything in here. So I do my own tires. Like I just got my tires today. I got the wheels the other day. The tires showed up. all my balancing equipment is ready to go. So I have all that shit ready in a minute. But let me clear all this shit off here. Yee. There's a lot of grime coming out of here. A lot of grime coming out. Man, that's a lot of grime. I'll show you guys what it's looking like up under here. Oh, let me move this out the way. I'm gonna unplug the phone for a second. Yeah, it's a lot of grime coming down right there. All of that grime, yeah, that's disgusting. Let me see if I can turn the phone around like this to show you better. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's all that brake grime and everything coming from up under there. And I'm like, man, this stuff, like I said, the brakes look actually pretty good just after one pass. They look pretty good after one pass, but I usually do about 2 or 3 passes because you can still see like some of that darkness up in there. I usually get all this stuff out. On each groove, I want to get them as clean as I can. I don't want anything blocking this paint from sticking. And it's all back in there. And it's still dripping out blackness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hose this off real quick. Like I said, I'll usually get my little water thing and just kind of get all that out. And that's all that just the crud coming out, solution coming out right there, just to get all that done. Like I said, not pace myself. I'm not in a rush at all. I'm not in a rush. You know, that'll look pretty good like that. Then I want to get some more, give me some more engine degreaser. Because once the engine degreaser, you know you'll run out of grease. This stuff will just stay foamed up for a long time. That's when you know there's nothing else for it to kill. And whatever the paint is going to touch, make sure you clean that surface really good. So paint's going to touch all of that. Leave that there. Let that hang out. Man. And that'll just kind of kill what I just did. Now, in the meantime, you could clean all of this stuff up in here. Like I usually wipe all of this down, clean all of this stuff like that. Just because, I mean, you ain't doing nothing else. So, like, that's why I keep my water here. Keep your water. Because since you ain't doing nothing else, you got all this. So you might as well just wipe all of this stuff down in here. You clean all your parts off, clean everything up. And after I clean it up, I'm going to hose it. I'm going to spray it down with a PB blaster in there. And people wonder why I put PB blaster in there. Because I like oil on my parts. Because oil is what kicks water out. If your parts are oily, they can't rust. That's one thing I learned. So I like a little oil leak here and there, but because I don't have any oil leaks, I got to spray oil in here. Like on my Escalade, the 05, I had an oil leak for a while, and that oil leak protected all my stuff up under the bottom from rusting out. And people like, fix that oil leak. I'm like, no, not yet. It's not time yet. It's protecting everything. And now that I live in a dry climate where there's not a lot of water, I fixed the oil leak. But when I was in St. Louis, I had to leave the oil leak there. And that's the only reason why my 05 lasted for 6 years in St. Louis with no rust, because I allowed the oil leaks to protect everything up under there. There's a time to fix an oil leak and there's a time to let it leak. But there you go. You just kind of clean everything up in here. And if you want, once you clean all the dirt off and the grime off of that, if you want to actually get silicone, you can get a clear silicone and spray all of this stuff down. It'll look brand new the whole time. So it's like, man, I keep everything nice and wiped down, especially when I'm like working and stuff like that. Keep it all wiped down. And then, like I said, I got my PB blaster. So what you do is you got all these, not gaskets, but all your little rubber bushings. So you want to spray down all your bushings a little bit in there just to keep lubrication around all your bushings. Because once your bushings get dried out, you hear a lot of squeaking. And Ford is notorious for squeaky stuff, man. Notorious. So I put lubricant in everything. I spray this shit everywhere. Anywhere I can find that where there's a bushing, I'll just spray it all down, get it all nice and greasy. Let the grease drip down into the driveway. It's okay. Because I got cat litter for all of that. Well, what you want to do is just make sure you keep every bushing nice and lubricated all up inside of here. Spray all of this stuff down. Because while I got it apart, might as well. Anywhere that rubber touches to, sometimes you want to kind of get it a little oily. Because when it's too clean and you have a really clean surface of rubber touching a really clean surface of metal, you get a lot of squeaking because there's no dirt. You need to have dirt in between your rubber and your metal. Because if it's too clean, you're gonna hear that. It's way too clean. You got to get it dirty inside of there. Because two clean surfaces, they're not going to stick together. They're gonna keep grabbing each other. So you got to get all those surfaces dirty, get them oily. That way you don't have a problem with sounds, squeaking sounds. Anytime you get new parts, stuff like that, shit, you hear a lot of, and you be like, man, this is brand new. Why is it squeaking? Because it's brand new. It's like squeaky clean. That's what they call it, squeaky clean for. Oh man, this shit's squeaky clean. Yeah, it's brand new. You got to get it dirty, man. And I don't mind. Ain't nobody looking up under here anyway. So get as much oil and everything as you can down in there. Spray around the bottom of your struts. Get it nice and oily. That way, when all of that stuff, man, this is just learn something. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You gotta keep everything lubricated. Cause once it's way too clean and those two surfaces are too clean, they grab each other and they won't let go. And you hear you lubricate everything, put oil all over it, it'll be gliding nice and smooth. So always grease things down. If you got a little valve cover leak, be okay with a valve cover leak, because sometimes the valve cover leaks will leak down over the engine and it'll protect everything with oil. And once it's all nice and oily, as long as it's not touching your exhaust and smoking a little bit, it's cool. An oil leak is not bad. You don't want to leak a whole lot, but a little bit is not a problem because it keeps all of that stuff lubricated. Then you can just fix your valve cover gaskets one day, leave everything oily, because whenever water touches it, the water gonna bounce off of it because it's got oil over everything. So you ain't got to worry about nothing rusting out. And that's why I don't care about when people say, man, there's oil all in here. Leave it. Because if you clean it, you're gonna have rusted bolts and rusted everything because you don't have enough oil in there to protect it. But yeah, and this right here looks like it's kind of drying a little bit. It's not looking too bad. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do now. Hold up for a second. Let me flip this around. There we go. Bam. So I'm gonna pull my bench up a little bit because I got this thing sitting on a box back here so you guys can kind of see what I'm working on. Let me turn it this way. There we go. Bam. So what I want to do now, because I got all of this stuff right here, I already degreased it once, and then I'll put brake cleaner on it, degrease it again. Now I'm gonna wipe it all down with my water solution. Like, no, don't use PB Blaster, use silicone. Oh man, silicone is disgusting. That shit gets everywhere. Let me show you what silicone will do. I'll show you. I'm glad you said that. See, I use silicone up under the car because silicone is clear. So I use silicone all up under the car. This shit, this silicone base like white lithium grease. This shit gets everywhere. It looks like this, like that. Like this. But once it dries, it turns into like white coating, and it coats everything real white. Nothing's black. It'll all be white or whatever. So I don't really use this shit for nothing. I got it as an emergency. It just sits in the garage. I don't use that shit, man. It's horrible. But if you can get clear silicone, man, clear silicone, that's what I use to paint all up under the bottom of the truck and everything. Because that clear silicone is what you're looking for. You're not looking for anything that's white based, because that shit will be everywhere, everywhere. To expand those bushes and destroy it. Dude, I've been using PB Blaster for probably about, I don't know, 20 years, 30 years, and that's never happened. I use it on my Jeep and everything. Like I said, I know people hear a lot of things. You know what people told me? They told me that my Jeep couldn't be supercharged. They told me that. And I've been driving a supercharged Jeep since like 2021. They told me, they said, you can't supercharge the 3.8, you'll blow it out. You can't. People tell you a lot. On this channel, I'm one of the only people that will do it. They told me, look at this. I'm going to show you a motorcycle they told me wasn't supposed to work. I'll show you this right here. You see this motorcycle? They told me this motorcycle wasn't gonna work. I just took the battery out and had to do something to the battery lately. But they told me that this motorcycle wasn't gonna work. You know why? You see that big ass tire on there? It's a 310 tire. It's a 310, and I got a Harley Davidson air ride system in the bottom of it. Everybody told me that it wasn't gonna work. Look at the size of that tire. This is what a can looks like. That's the tire. They told me, like, and I'm like I said, I'm glad you said that because people say a lot of shit on the internet. I'm one of the only people that do shit. I like really do shit. This Jeep right here, this is a supercharged Jeep. I had to cut the hood open so the supercharger will fit because the supercharger was sticking out of my hood. So I had to cut it. They said my Jeep couldn't take a supercharger. They said it couldn't take a supercharger because it was a 3.8 and it wasn't made for it. So I did it. So I put a supercharger for a 3.6 on a 3.8 engine. And I've been driving it for like almost 4 years. But people say you can't do that. I'm one of the only people that do shit that people say you can't do. I've been using PB Blaster for 20 years. It's never destroyed a bushing, ever. If it has, it hasn't been on my car because I use it all on my cars. So when everybody's out here saying, hey man, this is destroyed, it just, bro, I've already done it. I've done it. You have never seen me tell somebody that they can't do something because enough people have told me in my life that I can't do shit and I've turned around and done it. So I don't fuck with nobody. People are like, oh man, you can't do that. You can't do that. I'm like, watch me. You can't put a supercharger on a Jeep, bro. Watch me. Whoops, here you go. So every time they tell me that, you can't put a supercharger on your Jeep, man. That Jeep's been supercharged since 2022. I supercharged that Jeep. Now I think it was probably 21 when I supercharged it. So I've been running that Jeep. Like I said, I put that Jeep. The bike. I started working on that bike in 2016, 17. It's 2024, and everybody who said it shouldn't be working and running, I still drive that shit. Everybody's like, you can't do that to a bike. You can't put Harley Davidson parts on a Suzuki. You can't put Harley Davidson parts on a Suzuki. I've been driving the shit out of that bike with Harley Davidson, and that's a Suzuki with Harley Davidson parts on it. So you got to watch who you listen to out there, man, because a lot of people don't do it. I do it. And if somebody asks me, Jeff, is this possible? I say, do you want it to be possible? Yeah. Well, let's make some brackets. Let's go get some bushings. Let's go get some extra bolts. If you want it to work, it'll work. Let's go make it work. We're engineers around here. I don't listen to people, not because people don't know what they're talking about, but because people don't understand that if you haven't done something, it means you haven't done it. That's all. If you haven't done something, it means you haven't done it. You might want to ask somebody who's done it and say, dude, have you ever used PB Blaster before? 20 years. Have you ever put PB Blaster? 20 years. Has it ever destroyed anything? Nope. The only engine I've ever blown in my life was a 4.1 North Star, and everybody told me when I bought it, dude, you shouldn't get the 4.1 because it's an aluminum engine. It's going to blow. Nobody told me that, and I bought it, and it blew. That was back in, 1998 that thing blew up. I haven't blown an engine since 1998. This is what I do, man. Like I said, I'm one of those things. So just saw nice purple BMW SUV. Oh, this was up. That's what's up. The Holy Ghost, my brother. What's good, brother? Yeah, so people always tell me stuff all the time, and I listen, and I'm like, have you ever done it? No. Then how would you know? Because that's what I heard. You've never done it, though. Don't always listen to. Sometimes do it for yourself. Because I've been using PB Blaster for 20 years. 20. I've never had a problem with it, ever. So let's get to this car real quick. Now I got to clean out like wherever this stuff didn't get to. Like you'll see like a couple of dark areas and stuff like that. But I clean out all the dark areas. Like you guys can't see what I'm doing. But I clean out all the dark areas, like inside of the grooves and stuff like that. Because, see, I'll show you. Hold up for a second. Let me show what I'm working on. Okay, so as you see how dark that is in there and how dark this is. The engine degreaser won't go down to surface. So I get a towel and I clean it out. Now I'm getting down in there. See down in there, the engine degreaser, it won't get down in there. So I get down in there with my towel and I start cleaning it all out. Because you want to make sure you get all this grease out. Because if you don't get the grease out, your paint's not going to stick too well. So anywhere where there's grease, the paint can lift. And once it starts lifting, you can get air up under it, moisture up under it, oil up under it. And that's how paint starts flaking and chipping. It can't stick to the surface. So I'm making sure I'm in surface prep. This shit takes forever. Whoop. This shit takes forever, but it's worth it when you're done because you only got to do it once. That's why I tell people, do it once and you're done. If you keep, screwing around with it and you won't do it forever, then yeah. Hold up. See, like, especially as close as you can get to that pad in there. What I'm gonna do is take these apart anyways, like I did last night. I gotta take the fronts completely apart because I'm not masking all this shit off. So what I do is I just clean as much as I can while it's still on the actual vehicle. And when it's time for me to really start getting into it, and you can see all that brown shit dropping, that's still dirt and grime coming off this. So, because I'm gonna probably hit the back of this caliper a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit. Because the part that I really want to be nice and red is everything that's visible from looking at the wheel from the back. Looking under the car, you really don't have to make it up perfect. Nobody's gonna be up under your car as you're driving, looking at the inside of your caliper. Even though I do paint inside of there, I don't really go nuts inside of there. It's like, it's not that critical. I just make sure all the oil is off of it and it's a clean surface at least. Even though I'm not gonna do nothing with it, I make sure it's a clean surface. So yeah, let's keep. And this right here, I heard my neighbor over there running this car right now. He's over there. I can hear that Beamer start up. Like, man. So now that that's all nice and, like I said, now you can see inside of there, all that grime is gone from the inside. I'm gonna hit it up one last time. Let this do its work. So I'm gonna let all this do its work right here. So as that's working, let that kind of marinate like motherfucking barbecue. Let that marinate. So that's how that's gonna be for a while. So it'll be sitting there chilling, man. Oh yeah, that's what I'm working on now. Painting the brakes right now. Yeah, that's what I'm working on now. I'm getting it all nice and clear so I can start working on painting these brakes up. Hold up for a second. I'm trying to move everything around. There we go. There we go. Says you need to start a GoFundMe for some new work pants. These this is what happens when you weld and pans like this. These are all weld holes, man. When you get in here start welding, shit. These little embers will catch your clothes on fire, man. But that's why I wear them, because they all chewed up. It's like, forget that shit. That's why I wear them, because they all got holes burnt all in them. Like, even on the bottoms all like ratted and everything like this. Man, these are perfect for the garage. If you in the garage and your clothes don't look like you did no work, you ain't doing no work. You need some burn up fucking pants. You need some shoes with holes. Like, these shoes been through hell and back. These are my DCs right here. They've been through hell and back right here, man. But guess what? They're garage clothes. When I walk into the store, people know this motherfucker know what he doing. He working, man. He hands all oily and grimy. They like, yeah, get his work card, get his business card, man. This dude know what he doing. Don't ever work in your garage and be clean. If you clean when you leave, you didn't work hard enough. Something ain't working out. It was like, man. But so now while that's processing, this is what I'll do with this here. I'll show you, like, this is what I do with this. Like, see how these work there? Because this is the inside of my wheels. I'm going to take these wheels off. I'm not going to use them anyways because they're going to go in the garage. But I at least want to clean them before I put them in the garage. So I just spray all this shit. Let that marinate for a while. Hold up for a second. Now let that marinate. And that's going to do that. And then hold up for a second. This is, as you can see, hold up for a second. So you can see right there, it's all like these things are super clean. They're getting cleaner and cleaner because I'm getting down to the bare of it. So as you can see, the engine degreaser is not going as fast because what happens is grease actually kills all the foam. So when you start seeing less and less foam disappear, you know you've killed all the grease. And that's how you know you're getting to that point of, yeah, I'm getting where I'm supposed to be. I'm getting where I'm supposed to be. Hold for a second. Let me try to lift this thing up. Because I keep forgetting this thing's got like a little tripod to it and everything. All right. See, just like that. Cool. I can wipe down inside of these holes and stuff like this just to make sure I can get as much grime out of here as I possibly can, especially on anything that's visible. Get as much grime out as you possibly can. Oh, yeah. But no, I'm one of those people, man. I love working in the garage. And the thing about me is I'm probably one of the only people that I will listen to what people say on the internet and I'll fucking run with it. They'll be like, dude, you can't do that to that motorcycle. I said, no, you probably can't do it. You've never seen it done. So I'll do it. And once I do it, people are like, damn, how you do that? Exactly. So I'll drop a video showing how I did it. They go, well, they told me it couldn't be done. I'm like, of course they did, because they've never done it. It's like when you hear somebody who's always saying something can't be done, I guarantee they haven't really done shit. They haven't done shit. I've done a lot, a lot. And so when people ask me if something can be done, I'm like, how bad do you want it done? It's like, if it's within reason, it could probably be done. Hold up for a second. Let me clean this off right here while I'm in here. There, now that looks nice. That looks nice now. Yep, so I'm gonna hit it with one more soak down, and then I'm done. So this is the last one because I pretty much don't need it. This is just for extra measure right here. I really don't need that. But there. All right. So this shit can go toward the back wheel because that's where I'll be next. Down there. And this, my lucky PB blaster, it could go there. So look at this shit. Nuts, bolts, corroded pipes, anything that's rusted or corroded, use. It does not evaporate. It leaves a lubricating film on parts to prevent rust and corrosion. I mean, you could just read the bottle and see it just lubricates stuff. That it's a lot of people think because it can penetrate and get you into like some good areas that it's not good. But I'm like, I've been using this shit my whole life, man. I love this shit, man. I love it. I'm a PB blaster fanatic. All right, hold up for a second. So now that that's garbage water. So I dump all the garbage water out, make me some new water. And this is just like purple power wax stuff right here. Pour a little bit in there. There we go. Now, the same rag that I used to do all that extra stuff, I'm not using. This is a different rag. So this is a clean rag. It doesn't look that clean, but it's clean, trust me. So I'm gonna use this one with clean water to finalize everything. And then I'm gonna rinse it when I'm done. That should be okay. Then I can start taking everything apart. Hold up for a second. Let me move this out the way right here. Let me see something. All right, here we go. Here we go. See what jacks you use to lift your car? I don't know, like a bunch of 3-ton. One's an 8-ton, one's a couple or 3 tons. But for the actual jack that I use is this jack here. So this jack, I've had this jack since probably, I would say 2007. I've had this jack since 2007. And I mean, it's to the point where I've done repairs on this jack. I've had it for so long. Let me show you, like, okay, that side has a cool retaining ring on it. This side, I built a retaining ring. So that has a retaining ring, but I built it out of race wire. Whoops. Sorry about that. I built that out of race wire. So, and it don't have the end on it. I don't know what the end of it is, but it's long enough for me. So let me see. So that's basically my jack right there. So that's my jack. I've had that thing for years, and you can see right here, like it's a little tack welds and stuff on it here and there. I tack welded everything to make sure it stayed like in shape and secure. I didn't want to undo everything. So I'm always, man, always. I'm always working on stuff. PB Blaster is probably not solvent based. It's just the difference between WD-40, fucking government, the grommets, not the PB Blaster. Yeah, I have WD-40 somewhere around here. I think I use it all. I mean, I use pretty much a lot of shit. I use a lot of shit because I'm not like a one track person. I think all my PB Blaster. Hold on. Yeah, there's my WD-40 in here. Hold up. See, I'm out. It's almost out. But I use WD-40 too. Like I said, I use everything. I don't just use PB Blaster. Like a lot of people might use one thing or two things. I use everything. Oh, here the big tires are. Hold up. Those are the big tires, baby. They're ready to go on in a minute. These are the big tires right here. So, but thing is, I can't do my tires yet because, and these are the tires that I put on my golf cart. Hold up for a second. Let me move this because I wanted my golf cart to kind of look more like my Jeep. So I bought wheels that look almost like my Jeep wheels, and I put like off-road tires on my golf cart. Look at this. People are like, you can't do that. No, I'm just kidding. They don't say that. They don't say that. But you know how people get mad. They see you doing some shit. They don't want you to do it. They'll tell you, don't do that. Like, no, you don't do that. I'm going to do whatever it is just because I have fun living life, man. I just have fun. And I don't really tell people what to do and what not to do. The only thing I think I really tell people what not to do is don't let technology take advantage of you. Because I don't like seeing people taken advantage of. That's probably the only thing that I've ever told people not to do. Do not let big tech take advantage of you. Because I don't think it's right. I used to be corporate. I used to work in technology. I used to work for accounting software companies and shit. Don't let people take advantage of you. That's the only thing I've ever told people. Anything outside of that, knock yourself out. Take a chance, take a risk. But if you taking risk and chances on letting people take advantage of you, you're gonna be a doormat for your whole life. You're just gonna be a doormat. I ain't no doormat. I'm the doorbell. You gonna ring, bing. Hey, we need to come in, man. That's what up. Somebody said view messages for something. Hold up. Oh, I see what it is. But I don't know why they do that. Like YouTube won't let you. Okay, cool. A lot of they be like, whatever. But yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. Move this over here a little bit. All right, move this about there. I got my power cable because I don't want this live stream to end because I'm running out of power or something like that. All right, we're at 94% anyways. So this is the fun part. This will be the fun part. This is where I finish cleaning everything, wash everything down. Where's my towel? Here it is. And after I do all that, I mean, this thing looks super clean right now. It looks really good compared to when I first started. It's damn near look like I just bought this thing from AutoZone. It looks nice, but I didn't. All right, so getting everything cleaned in between all the groove. Like I can't see the back, but I can feel the back, and I know on the back there's areas and stuff like that where this can't get to. And don't try to dry clean it. Be liberal with the water because the water washes things out. And if you don't wash things out, they just sit where they are. So it's not really a wipe down. It's more like a, ooh, and this looks good in here. This looks real good. I like that area. And I'll show you guys in a second what I'm talking about. That area that we were looking at on the inside, it looks real good. Hold up for a second. Let me take this out real quick. This is the area I'm talking about right here. Hold up. Dry my hands off some. All right, this area. Remember inside of here, it was real nasty and dark all up inside of there. That looks pretty good now. All of that stuff. Each one of these this caliper looks basically like looks like a brand new caliper, and this shit was nasty. I've never cleaned it before. So what we're gonna do now is start the breakdown process. The breakdown process is gonna be fun. Who keeps like hiding messages? And don't be a motherfucking pigeon. Oh, hey Frank, do me a favor. because I've never done live streams like this. If you cuss in the live streams, I think YouTube like is hiding them now. So that's why your messages are being held back. I'm not holding them back. I'm working, but YouTube keeps holding them back because you keep cussing all the time. So if you want the message to be seen, you're dealing with YouTube right now. You're not dealing with me. Because I don't do live streams from my phone like this. Usually I do live streams from the I do them from the laptop, and from the laptop I control everything from the laptop. So even before I do my live streams on the laptop, I allow, like, cuss words and shit like that. I allow that. That don't bother me. We all grown ups in here. We ain't kids. It ain't nothing we ain't never heard before. But yeah. But in the meantime, yeah, let's clean this shit up pretty good. Let's clean this up as good as we can. All right. So I think that's good and clean. Instead of jet, I'm gonna use shower. Kind of shower everything down. All right. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah. All right. And so what I want to do now is, because I don't want the I don't want to have to mask the whole thing off. I'm gonna take off the bottom here. I'm taking off the bottom bolt. There. All right. So I'm gonna take off my bottom bolt here. I'm gonna release a little bit of pressure out of the caliper. And so when I release a little bit of pressure out of the caliper, like, you don't have to release a lot, just enough to get this thing off. So, yep, there we go. So there, now the caliper's released. So now my caliper is up. I can take my brake pads off. Here my brake pads are. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Take my shims out. These are my shims right here. Take these little shims out. I don't want those to get painted on. All right. And now I see like some ground down in here. So I'm gonna have to clean out the ground in there real quick. As you can tell, I'm not doing the back ones because the back ones are not quite, they're not gonna get painted at all anyways. So the back shims I'm not stressing on. It's the front ones that's gonna have all the paint on it. So I'm making sure I don't do that. So yeah. So I'm making sure I clean all of this shit out here, 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 here. Clean out anywhere. Like now you can really get close to the edge where the pads used to sit. You can really get down in there and clean all this stuff out. So yeah. Clean all of this and this. Oh man, it looks good. This thing is like super shiny in here, man. This shit looks good. This shit looks good. And I like prepping, man. Like I said, prepping is what you want to do once. You don't want to try to be like, I want to hurry up and get it done. So you rush through it, and after you rush through it, whoops. So you end up rushing through it. Then after you rush through it, you have to come back and redo it again. You have to take all the paint off because you see paint peeling and flaking and all that shit. You don't want to do that. When I was little and I didn't know how to do this shit, I would rush through projects. I mean, I was like 17, 18 years old wanting it done. And I'm like, man, do you know how many times I learned my lesson? To take your time the first time, do it right the first time, and you don't gotta go put no aircraft stripper on every fucking thing. You don't gotta sand things down. If you do it right the first time, it's done. So take your time with your prep. Don't rush through it. It's gonna get done. You just gotta take your time. So I'm cleaning out every little crevice or whatever I can find because I want to make sure if I think paint's gonna touch that surface, I'm cleaning that surface because I don't want to do this shit again. It's like, bam. Oh yeah. And these rotors are new. Like I just put these rotors on. I still got to get my rear ones. I want rear rotors to match them. The slotted rotors, I like them. I like that. So here we go. Getting a little bit of stuff out of here. And you guys are going to see, like, when all of this stuff is done, man, it's going to be nice. Oh yeah. What is it? What color are you going to paint your brakes? Opposite of the other side. Everybody who saw all the shorts I dropped yesterday and all of the videos I dropped yesterday of me doing the other side, you know what color this side's going to be because you already saw the videos and the shorts already. Like I tell people, the one thing what you can do with my channel is very easy to navigate. As soon as you hit my home screen, go to recently uploaded content. I guarantee there's something you haven't seen that'll answer every question you've got. Like people a lot of times like to jump on my channel and say, hey man, what about home? They haven't watched any of my videos because I know that because I've talked about it in all my recently uploaded content. So they were probably on the channel 3-4 months ago and they missed class for the past 3 or 4 months. And now they walk in the classroom asking questions that everybody else in the class already know the answer to, except the one who missed class for the last 3 or 4 months. So I rarely answer. I just tell people, if you want to know anything, I guarantee every question you've got, it's already in my recently uploaded content. Every question. I've been doing YouTube for about 3-4 years. Every time somebody asks me a question, it's always shit that I've done in a video like the day before or the day before or the day before, but they haven't seen that video because they don't come to my channel. They want the cliff notes. They don't want to watch the content. They just want the answer. I don't give the answer to the test. No, you gotta study the material. When you study the material, you'll know the answer. And that's how I go through life. Like I said, I've been through college, I've been through corporate America, all that shit. I've learned. Even my boss used to tell me all the time, don't ask me questions. That's why we pay you what we pay you. Research it. Go find out. Don't ask me questions. I'm like, okay, cool. I learned a lesson at a young age. I don't ask questions. I go find answers. It's like, man, and my channel, because I operate like that, I make sure anybody who wants to know any answer to any question on my channel, you don't got to really search that far. It's right in front of you. I put everything right in front of everybody. Recently uploaded content, shorts. I categorize things in certain playlists. If you want to know about the BMW, go to the BMW playlist. You know about the M109 bike, go to the M119R playlist. I categorize everything on this channel. So if you want to know about the black SUV, go look at my black SUV playlist. Go look at Cash Ride playlist. And you'll be like, oh man. You'll be like, shit, this all the answers are right here. I'm like, yep, they all right there, man. Chris said, dang, I'm back at high school getting yelled at for nothing. No, man. Hey, this channel, it's not this channel is like an educational channel, man. I know a lot of people like to come on YouTube for entertainment. And we catch that a lot. We catch that. A lot of creators, we catch that. We'll see people coming through our channels every blue moon, and they don't want to watch content like everybody else is watching content. They just want the quick answer. It's like they want to walk in and already have dinner made. They don't want to help you prepare the dinner. They don't want to help you go shop for the products for dinner. They just want to come in and dinner's made. A lot of people, man, they go through YouTube doing that shit. Me, I'm a content watcher. I can go to any content creator's channel that I'm normally watch, and I can tell you everything about them because I watch their content all the time. And when you see my content, trust me, it's a function of what I watch. The way I am, the fact that I do live streams and I interact with people is because I don't see content creators interacting with nobody. Why do a live stream if you ain't even talking to nobody? Well, Cobra say, come to London. Man, I wish, brother. I got a passport. I wish. I might do that, though, man. The prices are getting pretty cheap to travel now. Things are getting back in order. So I might have to come to London, man. Hang out in London for a while. But you don't see many content creators out there actually talking to people who come to their channels and watch their content. They just keep making content and they never talk to the subscribers, never talk to the members. I talk to everybody. I go to lunch with people and shit. I see people around town. Hey, what up, Mike Drop? What's good? Hey, let's go to lunch real quick, man. Let me go park. Shit, one night, me and I think my buddy Sergio, we sat in the parking lot. I saw him in his Tesla. He comes flying around in a Tesla. I sat and talked to him for probably about 30, 45 minutes up at Circle K on Scottsdale Road. Another lady came up who said, hey, I watch your channel. She stopped and parked. We all hung out in the parking lot for like 45 minutes chatting. A lot of YouTube creators won't do that. They like, man, I ain't got time for this shit. We all scouting rides together. We was out driving that night, scouting rides. So of course I'm gonna stop, hang out with people. We had great conversation and everything. A lot of content creators, they won't do that. I know I'm a very busy person, but I do actually stop when I'm out in public and hang out with people. Because it's like we all in this shit together, man. We all in this together. I was just waiting on that caliper to drop a little bit so I could see where the pits were. So I'm cleaning a few little extra pieces off here and there. See, I got some of this stuff on here ain't coming off, and that's okay, because everything's not gonna always come off. So just do the best you can do. If it's not coming off, then that means it's baked in there. It's baked in. All right, hold up for a second. So I think we're about good with that part. Woo-hoo-hoo, almost getting there, baby. Almost getting there. Hold up. All right. So now what I want to do is I got to get this caliper to stay up like this. So I'm gonna go grab some. Last time I used a screwdriver. I'm not using that today. That was hard work. Let me go grab something real quick. Got a bungee cord. Let's see if this works. This is something that I didn't do last night. So let's see if it works today. All right, bungee cord. Let's go. Uh, this is not going to be easy. Well, I could do like this, I guess. Nope, that's not going to work either. Hold up. That might work. That might work. Because this is as far as it'll go. That's as far as it'll go. So this might actually work. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Oh. All right, hold up. All right, so I got the bungee cord up here, up top, and I got it holding the brake caliper, whoops, at the very bottom down here. So that might actually work. That might work because it can't go any further down. And that's the one thing. I just wanted to stay up like that so I can do my masking and everything now. So I'm about to mask everything off as this is drying. And once it's done drying, either I can, I don't know. I think that's secure. That looks pretty secure. I'm not in love with it, but because I wish it was up a little higher, like maybe like that. Maybe like that, maybe. Let me try something. Because I can get a bolt and make something a little different over there. Let me try something real quick. Because wait a minute. There we go. Yeah, let me try something real quick. Come on, thing. Quit screwing with me. Let me take these off. I don't need these. Now the world looks clear. All right, hold up for a second. So I'm gonna go get a bolt so I can put a bolt through there and let this hold on to the actual bolt. That way I can do my painting right. And I actually found a shorter cable. So I got a shorter one. This was a little bit shorter, so it's gonna work a lot better. That one's just way too long. And I got this bolt here. What I'm gonna do is put this bolt through, put this nut on the back so it doesn't slide off. And I'm gonna put it through this caliper hole right here. Oh, this is too big. It's too big. Dang it. I should have known, should have known. Let me go grab another one. What's up? Next stream, how you put an ungrateful Uber passenger out of your vehicle? Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's get it going. Let me put this charger cord back in. Let's see where we at. 91%. We are not doing bad at all with percentages. So I got a different bolt. So this is what I'm gonna do. Let's get rid of this. Don't need that one. I'm gonna slide this bolt through here this way. I'm gonna put this down on the back of here. And I don't want to super tighten it down. And like I said, it just looks like this. Let me show you what it looks like. Because I know people are like, what are you doing? Hold up for a second. Let me show you. Let me show you something. All right. So this bolt, I slid through this way. So I slid it through, locked it in, put the nut on the back end like that. Because I'm going to actually wrap this piece. Hold up for a second. Let me do like this. Oh, this might work. This might actually work. So this is going to go around here like so. And then possibly up to about here. There. And so that keeps that out the way. That's it. So that's all that's going to do is just hold that out the way for right now. And I'll probably end up painting like that, but it's a little too hot to paint with. But it's good because it keeps my caliper out of my way. So as this is drying, I'm ready to start masking everything off. So let me go get me some papers so I can start masking everything off. Hold up. Yeah, so now you get to see the fun job. Yeah, we getting there, man. We are getting there. It's not as easy as a lot of people think, but like I said, we're actually getting there. We're gonna have this thing painted, and then I'm gonna start working on the rear. Should I? I don't know. Should I still run the live stream while I'm working on the rear? We'll think about it. All right, hold on. Where the hell did everything go? Where I lose everything, man. I lost my other damn razor blade, but I got a whole bunch of mailers, like grocery shit that came in that I know I'm not gonna deal with. And what I do is I start ripping everything in small sections, like so. That's the section, and I'm gonna start masking in the back and work my way to the front. I don't want no paint to get on none of this back here, so I cover this up like so. And this is why it's good if you clean everything, because now I can stick tape to the top stuff like this. Like you can see me sticking tape up here. I can actually put tape up here because I cleaned everything down. At first, if it was oily, the tape wouldn't stick. So always clean everything. That way because you don't know what you're going to use for masking stuff off. And let me see. I'm going to slide this right behind the drum right here, right? This is in between the rotor and the shield. It slid right in between there because I don't want my shield to get painted at all. Now, you might get a little bit of paint on something, but be okay with that because you can always clean that shit off. But let's do like this. So that's on there. Wait a minute. I got to make sure this sticks because I don't like how that felt. And you can tell when something's not sticking. You could be like, wait a minute, that didn't feel secure. All right, that feels way more secure. All right, that feels good. But this, like I said, and it didn't even stick. Look at it, it didn't stick. And now I got that and that. I want to kind of tuck this a little bit back there, like this here. There. And that's just tucked right behind the brake line because there's an extra brake line back there. I just tucked that in. Whatever you think paint's going to get over, cover it. Trust me. Because you don't want to redo this shit all over again. I'm covering up that part of the heat shield and the rotor. Now I want to cover up my actual rotor. So you can put this through here, slide this through. Can you see it? Yeah, well, let me back up some. All right, there we go. Slide this through like so. So that's over the top part of my rotor, so nothing gets on my rotor that way. Now I'm gonna go with the bottom half of the rotor this way. go. So there's top half and bottom half. The only part I'm gonna actually hit, and you gotta rip this up like this to get that around that stud. Because what you wanted this to do is almost kind of lay flat. Because you got to get that angle of that paint has to get in there. So I'm trying to lay my paper flat so my paint can actually get up in there like that. Hold up. And then this, I'm gonna wrap these around the studs a little bit just to keep the paper from raising back up. All right, put this like so and go, if it'll stick. Yep. So that sticks like that. And all I'm doing is I'm just forming a buffer right now. What up, Melly Mel, my brother, my brother? What's good with you, man? He's out here showing everybody the process of how we really do stuff at mic drop, man. Because we out here doing it in the garage today. So then you kind of wrap that like so. This comes back. Here we go. There. So anything I can do to make sure this paper stays as flat as possible, because once I paint, I don't want this shit to move at all. Like, period. So there. I think we're good there and there. Yep, because I can see air, I can see light through all of these. So I think we're good with that. Then at the very bottom, you're gonna see some of your roller down here at the bottom. Cover that up. Yep, cover that up so you don't end up hitting your roller by mistake. There. Because I don't want none of it, because you can clean it off your roller. I just don't want to be bothered with it. So I do a whole lot of masking just to make sure I don't do no roller cleaning at all. Let's see. Yep, I'm gonna have to do a little roller cleaning because I can see like there's a small piece, it's like a real small piece right there. That's gonna get painted. I'm not gonna sit here and fight with that all day. That's gonna end up. Wait a minute, I can fix that. Hold up. Let me scoot the roller up some. There. Fixed it. All right. So now the roller won't get painted down there. Fixed it. Whoops. All right. Right about there is good. There. So far, everything's looking semi-decent right now. Like I said, if you wanna paint on your car and kind of upgrade your brakes and stuff like that, the look at least, this is what you got to go through. Cleaning everything as clean as you can go, and then actually, like I said, painting masking everything off. Okay, here we go. Because if you can see anything when you're doing this, if you can look and see anything, you didn't mask it enough, and you're gonna have like paint all over shit, and that's a cleanup right there. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not horrible, but I want to clean up as less as possible. I am going to have to clean up something, but I'm cleaning up as less as I possibly can. And now you want to cover up anything that's like rubber or something like that. So I'm going to have to undo this real quick. Cover up this back here. Because there's guess where your bolts go in the back? You want to make sure you cover the bolts up and everything. Because anything that shouldn't be painted, you're not going to paint it. Oh, let's see. All right. Let's go back over this way. Yeah, because if it shouldn't be painted, I'm not touching it. Nope. There we go. Getting everything masked off perfectly. All right. That. And then back when you got a bleeder bolt in the very back, your bleeder bolt, you want to make sure you cover that up too. Because like I said, you want it to look as professional as possible. So you're covering up anything you're not painting. Let's go like this. Whew. It's a process. Trust me, it's a process. But it's going to look good when it finishes. Okay. Almost. Now I'm just covering up brake lines right now. And you don't have to go like super crazy with it because the paint's not going to get everywhere. You only want to make sure you cover up what you think that paint's going to touch. And that includes inside of here because you got to cover all this up inside of here too. Because what I'm doing now is I'm just putting like a couple of pieces on my pistons because I don't want pistons to have paint on it. Because if that paint gets on the back of your piston and it heats up, it could stick to the back of your brake pad. And you want it to kind of like flow a little bit. So I make sure I cover all that stuff up. Because I want it to look super professional. That's all. That's all. Like I said, you might have a little bit of cleanup, but don't worry about a little bit. We're going to make it look as professional as we can. Y'all want some ice cream? Anybody want some ice cream? I'll buy some for you real quick. It's damn January. We got the ice cream man running around. Only in Arizona. Only in Arizona. Do you hear the ice cream man in January? Come on, thing. There we go. All right. So now what I'm going to do is, what up, Mook? What up? I like to crumple these things up here and kind of shove these like right about here and here. Because what this is going to do is protect all of this in here. Because once I start hitting this thing with paint, paint's going to be everywhere. And so now that that's there and there, give me my tape. There we go. I'm going to tape all of this up inside of here. And it's going to stick there. Because that's why I even cleaned on the inside of this, because tape has to stick inside of here too. So I clean inside of everything. And right now I have preventing any paint from getting down in there, hitting the back of my pistons and all of that. As I'm looking around, everything looks pretty decent. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty decent. Man. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've been up early, man, working with clients and everything. Working with clients, man. Had to get up this morning and do headlights on a Volvo. Had to deal with that. I wanted to make sure I got my truck done today. Man, we got everything jumping today, brother. We got everything. Okay. All right. So then all of this stuff's getting covered up. Wait a minute. I'm going to get another piece of this because I want to cover up my actual rotor. Make sure none of this shit gets hit back here. There we go. Come on, thing. Quit screwing with me. All right. There. Because I'm doing everything I can to make sure paint doesn't touch anything. Because once you paint it, shit. If you didn't intend to, that's a cleanup. All right. So I think we're looking good. We're looking good, y'all. We're looking good. I got one more little cover up area, and I think we're done. We could start painting. Give it one last look over. All right. It's going to be right across here. Oh, yeah. This is going to look good. I'm kind of happy right now. I'm kind of happy. All right. So it looks good. It looks good. Let me Totally forgot about this one piece. I gotta air something out right there because there's water down in there. All right. So now we're ready to paint you. This is the fun part of my day. All right, let me scoot this back some. I see my crazy dogs looking out the window like, what are you doing out there? Can we come out there too? Nope, you guys are nuts. All right, so now is the fun part of actually making this shit work. Yee. And for your first couple of coats, you don't want to go like real hard with it. What up, Jamil? For your first couple of coats, you're just kind of just getting it to sit on the actual piece. So it's like, see, this is what I meant. I didn't want this in the way. What is it? It's kind of sticking a little funny, but it's almost like I said, it's that surface where you got to make sure everything is clean. It's sticking, but I don't like the way it's looking too much. I got to add a little more to it. The other side definitely gonna look a lot better. I don't know. No, I don't have water on it or nothing like that. It's just you. Oh, I don't like how that's looking. I don't like how it's looking. This is gonna take probably about 4 layers. I was gonna do like 2 or 3. This is gonna take about 4, but it's gonna be good. Maybe more than that. Because I don't know what the deal is with this side versus the other side. I don't know what the deal is. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. And so this side is gonna have to dry. And once it dries, I'll have to do another pass on it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Because I'm a perfectionist. I don't like certain shit. So as you can see, like if you look and you see all those little pits on it right there, they're not supposed to be. The other side didn't pit up like that. So what that means is that this surface wasn't as clean as I thought. It's almost like raspberrying up. So that surface wasn't as clean as I thought it was because there's some type of oil contaminants on something. And so, I mean, it's pretty much everywhere, which means it's not the piece itself. It's probably the towel I could have used or something could have did that. So how you can fix this is let this dry. Like, don't add no more to it. Do not add more to it. Let it dry. And once it dries a little bit, run it with maybe some 800 grit sandpaper, but it has to dry. So it's going to take like maybe a day. So this will dry. And then when about 800 grit sandpaper, you just kind of graze across it real lightly, but you use like a, uh, not, you use dishwashing liquid. So you dishwashing liquid back and forth real easy with 800 grit. And then once you rinse it and you do it again, it's going to come out perfect. But that happens every once in a while. Don't like it. Don't like it. Like I said, it's even like, and this down here, like all of this is going to be cleared away anyways. I get my razor blade and clean that part out. I'm not really worried about that. But definitely, I don't like the way it looks. It's not as smooth as it should be. See, I'll show you what the other side looks like if I can actually see it in there. Hold on for a second. Oh, let's see. Yeah, see, there's the other side there. You see how smooth it is and everything. It doesn't have those pits in it or nothing like that. It's real nice and smooth. That's because that surface was a lot cleaner than this surface over here. So it could have been my water. It could have been anything. So, and that's what it looks like right there. So it could have been anything to make my surface, because the paint's not adhering to what it should be sticking to. That's all. It's not a big deal. It's just paint. Like I said, it's not destroying nothing, but I'll probably let it dry. I can go get my heat gun and heat it up to make it dry a little faster, or I'm gonna start working on the rear right now. And once I finish working on the rear, then I'll come back to this part here. But that's what happens. And I'm one of those people, like, it don't irritate me, because I'm like, it's all in work. I mean, when I was working on that supercharger there, it took me 7 days to get that supercharger to work. 7 days. This is nothing. It's paint. You just get some sandpaper, get your little dishwashing liquid, kind of rub it a little bit, rinse it down, like kind of rough the area up, go back at it, bam, and it's gonna come out perfect. But I'm a perfectionist. Some people will be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna add more paint to it." Don't add more paint. It's gonna make it way worse. So yeah, it happens. It happens. I have to get inside of there anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna get all inside of here, knock all that out, because I'm trying to angle it. Except this piece here is kind of hard to get a bead on, but I got to get all inside of here. I'm not doing it right now because I don't like the way that looks. So I'm gonna start working on the rear. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I can start working on the rear while this is kind of curing. Luckily, I started early in the daytime, because if I started late at night, I have to leave my truck like this overnight, and I don't want to do that. I want to actually have it like back in one piece before I get started. So yeah. All right. Now we can start moving everything. Wait, where's my? I totally forgot I put some cleaner all inside of this wheel here. Whoops, hold up. And that's just all degreaser right there. I'll worry about that wheel later. I'm not upset about the wheel. I'm more upset about that right there than I am the wheel being dirty. All right, where's everything? And the rear is like a lot easier. Man, the rear is a lot easier. Yeah. Says, I would have kept a stock, fake raised brakes. Hey, that's what it is. Sometimes you might want to keep it stock. That's on you. If you pay for it, then it's your decision. If you don't pay for it, it ain't shit you can really say about it. So this truck's got my name on it, not yours, motherfucker. You worry about all the shit in your driveway, and I worry about all the shit in mine. When you start paying, though, like I said, you can super chat, Jake. You can hit the super chat button and super chat. That way, when you start paying for shit, I start listening to you, man. But if you're not paying for shit, it's hard to listen to people like that. A lot of people on the internet saying what they gonna do. They don't pay for nothing. If you want me to have real race brakes, Jake, do me a favor. Find out how much they cost. Super chat me that amount, and I'll go get some real race brakes. I mean, you can make this shit happen. You're in control of it. If you want me to have some real shit, you're in control of it. All you got to do is find out who sells it and for how much. You can Cash App me or Venmo me that amount. In the next live stream you'll watch, I will be putting on here saying, thanks to Jake. You guys all thank Jake for the support, this and that. But if you're not putting no money in on it, I can't say that, can I? I can just say, well, Jake is over here talking shit like everybody else. You got to put some money up, brother. This is a live stream. You got to put money into it. If you want me to put some real shit on here, trust me, I'll bleed the brakes, do everything, all that shit. Until then, nah. Because I'll get you eBay brakes. Like I said, if you want to make shit happen, brother, all you got to do is say, hey man, I'm about to Cash App you 500 real quick. They got a set on sale right now for 450. Get that shit shipped to you. Do another live stream. Put these on. Much respect. But if you're not doing that, I gotta do how I do it because I put money on it. So now we're gonna move everything to that side of the world down there. We're gonna move everything down here. All right, hold up for a second. Let me see something. I'm gonna have to sit this probably right about here. Oh, let's see. So I'll sit that right there for right now as I bring everything down. I gotta get all this shit down here. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's do it. All right, so I'm gonna get that started down there. Run some lines. Air hose running. Yeah, hold up. All right, there we go. Yee. Okay, let me get this up here about right about there for you. All right, there we go. That was a little baby process right there. This is fact. So he like, yeah, Jake, you a good man for real by offering to buy his race brakes. I'm telling you. Hey, man. People on the internet crack me up. People on the internet always want to spend somebody else's money. I'm like, spend your own money. It's like shit. You spend your own money. Hey, I ain't got no problem with that, but you can't spend mine. I gotta spend mine. So if I'm spending mine, I'm gonna do what I want to do. If you want me to do something, spend yours. I ain't got no beef with that. Be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna buy you some race brakes. You look on other live streams, man, they be motherfuckers dropping $200 super chats, fucking $1,000 cash apps and shit. They be doing that shit for real. Those motherfuckers really want to see somebody grow. They really want to see somebody do something. Those are the kind of people that mic drop going. I'm telling you right now, when this channel start taking off to that degree, where you see motherfuckers dropping $200 super chats, $500 super chats, now we getting there. Now we getting there. Until then, we got a bunch of people saying what motherfuckers should do, but ain't nobody putting up that should do money. Like, I'm cool with every fucking body, but trust me, I'll keep it 100 too. Motherfucker, this is YouTube, goddammit. This is YouTube. You can come around, you can watch and hang out, do whatever you want to do. And feel free to drop a cash app, motherfucker. Feel free. Now, the rears are a lot easier than the front because I don't have to take the brakes off or nothing like that. I don't got to do none of that shit. And these are like, the parts are very small back here. Very small. So this is going to be pretty much easy. Where's my bucket? Oh, here we go. All right. Make sure I got some. This is how we do it right here. All right. So, wait a minute. Let me go grab me another jack stand real quick. There we go. So what that does is now I got to kind of rest it on the jack, but I got that jack stand sitting right there. This is more to the left. Oh, y'all want to see the brake stuff like this? I need to go get my box to sit it on. Hold up. Let me go grab something real quick. Because I'm going to grab the box I had it sitting on. Hold up. Hold up. I can just grab something else. Now I got this I could sit it on right here. So there we go. Bam. Let me scoot this back some. Y'all up in my face, dog. Y'all up in my face. All right, there we go, right there. That's a little bit better. Hold on, let me turn this a little bit like this. See, I'm not used to live streaming outside like this. I'm used to using my big laptop. I'm not used to using all this little shit like this. So this is different. This is different. Okay, you see how fast that went? That the brake dust, it ate it up quick. The shit's done already. So, ooh, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Yeah, I'm not gonna use no brake cleaner yet. I'm gonna keep using degreaser for a while because this shit, it's a lot on there. I mean, this shit is like hideous. You can even see it. Look at how dirty that shit is. You can even see that. That is like, yee, man, it's disgusting. So I'm gonna keep using this for a while, and then I'm gonna end up using my brake cleaner. I think we almost out. Uh-oh. Let me go make sure I got some more of this shit. Hold up. Oh. Okay. I'm out of engine degreaser, but I got tons of fucking brake cleaner. I'll tell you that much. I don't know how that worked out. I mean, I got tons. I got tons of fucking brake cleaner. And the thing is, I do engines more than I do brakes, so I don't see how I can run out of goddamn, engine degreaser. But I got tons of brake cleaner. I don't do brakes that much. Like, come on, man, come on. Hold up, I'm cleaning all this shit off while I got this apart real quick. So I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna need to use all this stuff at some point. I'm gonna have to attach my tape to something. Might as well make it look nice. Okay. Let's make sure. Oh, it's already looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. You can see it coming through. You can see it coming through. You see that? Look at that. See how look at how nice that looks already. So this side is gonna be nice. Let's hope. Let's hope it looks nice. Keep our hands on the hope. That front really needs some extra work now. Mhm. Oh yeah, this is coming together just fine. Oh, look. I don't really have to get too far back there because that's not really going to show that much. So I'll end up just making sure I can get anything that's showing it and its paint is going to connect to get that taken care of. But if it's sitting far in the back, I'm not going that far back. Like, no. Let's see. So, oh yeah, this is coming off really easily. And like I said, most of this shit is brake dust. Look at that. Even that rotor right there. It's just a bunch of brake dust because these rotors aren't as bad as they look. I'm replacing this all anyways with those slotted rotors. So I'll be doing this stuff soon. Like I said, with my big tires and everything, I got that shit coming. This is going to be nice. Cannot wait. But like I was telling Jamil, in order for me to get that, what I got to do is I got to take this wheel off, like the wheel off the tire and everything. Use the same sensor that's connected to my ECU that's inside of that tire. I got to use that same sensor that's connected to the ECU and put it into the new tire because all my tire sensors go to each tire. So I got to go around the whole truck and do it one wheel at a time. It was like, oh man. Oh. Because the thing is, each tire sensor I got tells me the exact pressure that I have in each tire. It's like it tells the ECU. And I don't want to have to go get it reprogrammed by buying all new ones. So I just got to reuse the old ones because everything works fine. Ain't nothing wrong with them. I just got to, man, redo them. I got to redo them all. Take them out the old, put them in the new. Damn it. You. Next, I got to switch my water up because this water is getting real disgusting. Okay, hold on. Let me go give me some new water because this shit's getting disgusting now. Yeah, that front wheel, man, I cannot believe that shit happened. I cannot believe it. It was so easy last night, went straight through, bam, was done. Today, not the case. Man. Then I got a big rock stuck in between my thing right there. Like, come on. There's a rock stuck in between my bolt and my frame back here. There we go. This. All right, back to work. Let's go. Hold up for a second. Can y'all see on that live stream, or is it? I don't know, like where it is, like if it's angled wrong or something like that. But my brake pads got about 50, 60% left. I'm good, good. Oh yeah, this is coming out all right. I like it already. All right, hold up for a second. Okay, I'll show y'all what this looked like. So this looks pretty good. Like it's nice and clean. Well, let me turn the camera around so I can see. Wait a minute. All right. So there it is. So they're nice and clean. Aside from the old ones that were disgusting, these are pretty decent looking. The white balance is way off, but that's basically how they look. So they're not bad at all. But I still got to do, I'm going to do one more coat of engine degreaser. Let's see something. Just in the areas where I know that I can't really get too well. Got a little bit more left, but I just wanted to make sure I put that in there because soon, wait a minute, let me put this back over here. Hold up for a second. There we go. Because soon, what I'm going to do, I hate when that happens. Yeah, live streaming from a phone is way different from my studio setup. My studio setup is so much easier. It just flows. This is all over the damn. I'm surprised this shit ain't fell over yet. But we'll let this kind of cook for a while, let it marinate. And after it finishes marinating, we'll clean it up, get it. Because like I said, this is going to be easier to mask off, way easier. Wait, where's my PV blast red? I can start working on some other stuff. Here it is. So what I want to do is while this is marinating, you know me, put everything inside of all my little, come on thing. Hit me do that. So I can lubricate all my axles or my bushings everywhere. Make sure everything's nice and nothing's like, hate that sound. But everything seems good, looks good, is good. All right, hold up. All right. I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. Because I do not like that creaking sound. And sometimes, and that's like a lot of people that got Fords, they know that sound I'm talking about. Every once in a while, you hear that weird creak sound, like, oh man, what the hell is that? All right, so I think we're good to go. Yeah. Yeah. But anybody who has a Ford, you know that weird sound. Like sometimes when you're driving, you can it goes like it does that. So it's like something that's way too clean. And I wash this car all the time. I'm forever washing it. So I'm like, something got too clean or it got wet because I wash under my car, around it, everything. I wash when I'm hosing things off, I hose this part off here. Because if you hose off the inside of your wheel well, tons of black shit will just come out. Tons of that shit. And just clean all of that nasty gunk from up under there, whatever it is, who knows. But yeah, this is looking good. But what you want to do is like, I clean my car, I give it like almost a full detail. I be detailing the shit out of my cars. Hold up first, let me turn it like this a little bit. There. Yeah, when I'm washing my cars, I be damn near detailing it. Because I'll sit there and just clean it top to bottom, inside and out. And it takes me a while. It takes me about a day, but it's like, hey, I ain't got shit else to do. I'm just kicking back, relaxing. When you're a private driver, you're not on the apps all damn day. You got time. Like, jeez. And I tell y'all, if you guys want to reclaim your time in 2025, if you want to reclaim it, you better get you some private clients. Because everybody out there, I know, and PAX is going to, launch in February. We're launching in February. So be ready to see how this app really works in Phoenix. And I know a lot of people out there, when they see it, they're, oh man, you know, we want PAX in our city. We got to get it right here first. And PAX is going to spread a lot sooner than people probably think because we've really been hammering on, how to make PAX that app that anybody can use in almost any location. We've been hammering on it. So hopefully, like I said, we'll have that rolling out in February in time for waste management, and we can actually do a few rides on waste management. And we already know how the apps are going to, how Uber and Lyft, what they're going to do is Uber and Lyft are really going to try to throw a lot of money out there for people in Phoenix to not do private rides. We're already ready for that. We already know that already because we know they playbook. It's don't pay nobody all year, starve them out. So when they do put money out, it's like all the rats run for the cheese. But when you're a private driver, like the other day when that surge was all over town, I didn't go out and drive. Everybody's like, man, there's surge everywhere. I was like, so? It's like, I already know what the game is with Uber. It's to keep, like, you know, getting people to believe that there's going to be money out there. So they keep getting you to drive and keep people using their apps. Like, keep people using their apps and keep people happy on their apps when they know damn well that they're getting rid of drivers. They know, everybody knows that. It's no secret. Everybody knows they're getting rid of drivers. So what we do is we say, if we know you guys are getting rid of drivers and you're not loyal to us as drivers, we shouldn't be loyal to your apps. That's just how it works. Loyalty is a two-way street, baby. It's a two-way street. You're not loyal to us, we ain't loyal to you. That's how it works. There's a lot of cars coming down the street today. Usually it's quiet on my street, man. What? But I think we're getting to a point where I can start working on getting these getting that shit starting to wrap it up. Yeah, I think we're about ready. We're about ready. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's try this. Yeah. So that's how you do it the quick way. Get that shit. Last time I just let it drip dry. That's how you get it done faster. Like, dry this shit off so we can get going. All right, let me go get some tape and everything, and let's get started. Man, I'm mad about my fronts, man. My front should have been done. Should have been done. All right, so what I want to do is start covering up anything I don't want paint on. I'm going to start with this here and here. All right. So we start there. And then I would like to stuff some inside of here to make sure nothing gets down in there. Like I said, these are easy because the rears, you don't have to take nothing off. I wouldn't want to take it off anyways because it's got that e-brake on the back. This right here, if you don't have the maintenance mode or something like that, whatever they call it, then you can't get that e-brake to compress so you can actually get your calipers off. So instead of messing with it, I don't mess with it. I just kind of do it like this. I'd rather, wrap everything up with the calipers and all of that shit still on. Oh, let's go like this. And that's your bleeder valve right here. So I'll wrap up my bleeder valve, make sure nothing gets on that. I wrap up all my bolts, make sure nothing gets on these. I said the rear goes a lot faster. So let's hope, even though the rear's going faster, it doesn't do like it did with the other one. I hope it don't fucking orange peel raspberry shit. Cause that irritates me, man. Cause I did all my prep work and it's still fucked up. All right, hold up. This is what we do here. Oh, come on, dang! Why in the hell you touch that? Like I said, this side goes fast as hell. Like I'm almost done masking it off right now. This is a quick side right here. I flew with this last night. And that's why when I did the front, I was like, oh, let me start with the front today. Because this shit's nuts. So today I started with the front and said, I'll work my way down. Because I am not doing that shit again. No, dude. All right. There we go. There we go. Here. That's why I needed my other damn. Can't stand when I flew shit. Oh, I need to go get my other razor blade because I got to get something to get down in there. Well, actually, I don't need one. All right. So what this is my little pick, and with my pick, I push everything down. I like tuck everything in these little holes in there. That way, the caliper is more exposed, and I can get to the pieces I need to get to. Because I don't care if it's like covering the brake. That's what I'm trying to do right now, so my brake's not painted. I don't want to paint my damn brakes. Nah, nah, ain't gonna do that. Nah. Alright. So I have everything covered that I don't want painted. I believe. Cover this up here. Yeah, so I cover everything that I do not want painted, and then I start with the big paper. Because this covers up anything that's going to deal with overspray right here. Let's see. Yep, yep, yep. Thing, let's go. Come on. And as you can see, it's about to be nightfall. So we really got to get the moving. So I'm just making sure I cover up anything that could potentially get overspray on it, because I do not want to do a lot of cleaning. I already got to deal with this whole fucking front brake issue pretty soon. That's story of my life, though. Story of my life. All right. That's my killer, dog. That's my killer. All right. See, like I said, the second one, the back one is easy because right now it's completely masked off. Man, this is rip one more, rip some more paper, man. Rip. Exactly. It's like, what? You stick a pick in the hole. Y'all wild, man. Y'all fucking wild, man. You can't say that shit on the internet, man. No, I'm just kidding. Duh. All right. Let me make sure, because like I said, I want to make sure everything is somehow. I don't want that piece to have nothing on. There we go. There we go. There. So that kind of, I got to cover up something else back there before I forget. All right. I think we getting there, y'all. We getting there. We getting there. All right. You hear that flying? I just heard a pigeon, man. Since you got a crowd watch right there. Got a crowd watching me tear shit up. No, so there we go right here. So now that's what it looks like. Let me show you real quick. Hold up for a second. All right, so that's all completely masked off. Anything I don't want paint to touch is covered up. Let me see. Yep. Whoops, hold up for a second. Yep, so I'm gonna put some paper right here too. I'm gonna stick a piece of paper down in there. That way it'll cover all that up. Because I don't want anything that I don't want. If I don't want it red, yeah, I need to cover it up. So I need to grab some more paper down in here and here. That way it keeps all that protected. And it's gonna look pretty good when I'm finished. Hold up for a second. Wait a minute, let me turn it back around. Yeah, so let me start working on that right there. Because I want to at least make sure I get that done. Let me rip some more paper up for you, Jamil. Here you go. No, I'm just kidding. Rip some paper, man. Just rip some more paper up. There you go. So I'm gonna grab some paper down here. Paper down in there. There we go. So now that's completely blocked off. So you don't see nothing down in there. Hold up for a second. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So now that's where I had to jam the paper into in these two areas. So I got paper jammed in there and there. So now I can start my paint process. And like I said, hopefully this shit goes better than the front. Because that irritated the shit out of me. Make sure all of this shit's real good. Shake it up real good. Shake it up real good. Probably why the paint didn't do right in the front anyways. I probably didn't shake it good enough. Who knows? That shit irritated me though, man. Whatever it was, it's something that's in common. It's something that's in common. Because the entire caliper looks like that. Which means I got to go back over that caliper and redo this shit all over again. Oh, my paper's blowing. But it's okay though. Because this is what I do. And it's still daylight out, so I'm good. Yeah. All right, here we go. Are you ready for the ultimate test? Oh, yeah. Let's let it kind of marinate for a second. I think it's going to probably do the same thing as the other side. I don't know. This might have came out good. Maybe not. Who knows? We're about to find out in a second. So it's doing it a little bit. I can see it right there. It's doing it a little bit. Like I said, the other side was flawless. The other side was absolutely flawless. Today, I don't. Maybe it's the temperature. I don't know, because it was freezing cold last night, and it was jamming. Now that it's a little warmer, I'm like, man, it act like it don't want to do right. Like, come on, man, you motherfuckers gotta act right. Come on. Yeah, this is a lot easier. It flows a lot better too. So I didn't even think about that. This will help it dry. Like, not really dry fast, but this is like this will help it cure like a little bit. There. Just so I can make it flash a little bit faster. That way I can paint quicker. Yeah, this is looking a lot better than the other side. Yeah. For some reason, that shit at the top is pissing me off. Wait a minute, where did I put my piece at? See, this is helping it flash a lot faster so I can keep going. So I gotta keep slowing down and wait until it flashes. I don't like something right here. Like a piece of hair or something on there. But good to go. Good to go. Good to go. All right. It was a piece of hair or something on there. I don't know what the deal was. But let me show you how it looks. It's a lot better. So, whoa, I hate when that happens. But so it's real nice. And this right here is not peeling, is not doing none of that shady shit. So while this is still kind of developing right here, what I want to do is I want to get my clear now because that's still flashing. I still got it flashing right now. So I want to actually get my clear and start doing a little bit. I'm gonna kill these fucking pigeons. I'm gonna kill these pigeons, goddammit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shit, who knows, man? When you got 4 dogs, trust me, I don't even question it no more. I don't even be like, whose hair is it? Yours or yours? The husky and the border collie look exactly the same. Their hair, both of them got black, both of them got gray and white. The pit bull and the little dog, they both the same color. So it's like I can't really tell anybody. It's like, motherfucker, I don't know. It's one of y'all. So now that that's kind of flashing right there, let me see something real quick while I'm doing this. Where's my piece at? I hate when I lose that little fucking thing. Irritating. Man, I lose that damn piece like 24 hours ago. There it is. There. So now that that's kind of processing and developing, man, it came out of your head. It was one of my eyebrow hairs, goddammit. My eyebrow hair is like about this motherfucking long. I just got them braided right now. They all braided down in my head. All right, so now that is, hold up for a second. Let me show you what it looks like now. Hold up. So that's like nice and rosy red shiny. Like it looks real nice and clean. Everything's masked off pretty good. So when it's cruising down the street, it's gonna look like that. Nice and shiny. I don't know why the front didn't come out clean. Like I said, maybe it was my water. Maybe I didn't shake shit enough. Who knows? Who knows? I'll figure the front out. I'm not gonna live stream on the front again, but so now that it's kind of sitting there and it's kind of flashing a little bit. Hold up. Now the trick is to actually start pulling this shit off real slow while it's still wet. Because if you wait till it's dry, the paint might turn into like eggshell and you start pulling it and the paint starts pulling off the thing. So what I want to start doing is working in the back here, getting all this shit off. Then I can take off the bottom here, take off some of this here, the front here. All right, hold up for a second. Shit's everywhere. Some of this, I said, this shit is crazy. Like, I don't know why it's doing this. Like, it's gumming up. Well, those got to come off anyways. I got to put all my rear shit on here. Like, it's a little bit of paint got on this guide right here, but that's cool because all this shit's coming off. Because I got to redo these with slotted rotors like the front. They're going to get ceramic pads and everything in the back. So I'm not really too, hard up on what I'm going to do with that shit. Get all that out the back. You got to be kidding me. Don't get on my thing, man. What the fuck? Paint on my shit, man. And like I said, I'm slowly taking this shit off because, man, is this a PAX sponsored video? I said PAX earlier in the video because that's why I said, I was talking about the other shit. I was like, and PAX actually like sponsors this shit. PAX actually pays and takes care of us. Hold on for a second. Let me make sure I'm getting the rest of this stuff off. No, I'm going to sit this part. Wait a minute. I'm going to sit this camera right about here. I'm going to see if you guys can see me working back here on it, back here. There. That way you can see, like, I'm picking all of this stuff off back from here. Getting all of this shit off out of here. This has to come off of here. All right. Taking all of this shit off. Let's see. Got more back here. Where else we got? Oh, we got a little red inside of there. I don't care about that shit. All right, hold up for a second. I think I'm about done. Nope, I got this piece over here. All right, let's see. It's not as bad as it could have went. I mean, I got a little bit on the shims, But like I said, all these brakes got to be replaced anyways. All this shit's coming off anyways. So that's kind of like what it looks like there. So it's like, it's a little different. Well, let me turn this around real quick. So yeah, there it is. There it is. Looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. Like I said, and all these pads and calipers, all this shit's coming off anyways. But I want to make sure at least I got the calipers right. I got everything painted right. The all the slide pins and everything, like shit like this. All of this stuff's coming off. So it's got a little red on it, but all this is coming out when I get my new pads and my new rotors. So as long as the calipers are good, I'm good. You can see like a little red on here, but these are coming off anyways. I'll tidy all of this up later. So I'll get all that tidied up. Like a little bit here, I'll probably miss. I can get a paintbrush and I can touch that up right there. That's not a big deal. And then on my e-brake back here, I got a little red on my e-brake right there. And I can always clean that up too. I can get what I do is I dip Q-tips down and goof off or whatever, and I just slowly clean all that stuff off. So all of this will look good when I'm done with it. But I still gotta put and I got a little bit down here too. Like I said, I can put goof off and get rid of all of that stuff. I'll show you like how it works. Let me show you something real quick. This is how you can easily get that kind of stuff off. Hold up for a second. So you use this stuff right here, goof off. I don't want to hit that, and it'll get that off real easy. But like I said, I usually use goof off once everything's dry, but I'm gonna do this just to show you guys how it works. So I mean, it don't take a lot, just a little bit like that, like a little bit, and you can just do like this, like it's going like that. And then you could do it on around the bottom edge. 'Cause, I mean, this shit is like, I don't want it to touch nothing. So I mean, you barely want to fucking wipe with this stuff because you want to wait till everything's dry. Actually, I don't like using it when everything's wet, but I'm just using it right now to show you guys like the cleanup process. If you want to clean things off or whatever, this stuff will come off real easy. Like if you got any paint on something, just wipe like that. Paint comes off. If you want to clean off, like I can clean off these things back here. You just barely tap them like that. See, I just touched the damn caliper with my fingertip and shouldn't have did that. Trying to show something and messing with your ass. Oh, here's a little drip right here. See, there's another piece of hair. God damn it. Oh, them dogs, man, I swear. But yep. So that's how it is gonna come out like that. Looks pretty dope. Looks pretty dope. I like it. I like it. Did I get something painted back there? Like a little bit of, you see like a little red down here at the bottom. Like hold up for a second. Like where that black is, you just dab like this. And wherever you want to get some stuff off, just hey, add a little goof off to it. Bam. It's back to its normal color. But yeah, for the most part, like I said, the rears went a lot easier than the front. The front I gotta go up there and mess with. I'll get up there and mess around with that stuff later. But the rears are basically done. So I can actually put the tires back on and everything. Because when I put the tires on, nothing's gonna touch it. Nothing will touch it. Everything's like completely, you know, it's done. That's done. That's how easy and simple the front should have went. But thanks, brother. Thanks. Yeah, that's how easy the front should have went, but the front didn't quite do that. Because like I said, as you can see how nice it is and everything, all of that. But when you go look at the fronts, you see how it's got like those pits right there. See those pits? So this right here, it's dry to the touch now. So because it's dry to the touch, it's still a little gummy. So I don't want to mess with it yet. But I can go through, start prepping this surface again. I can super clean that surface, prep that surface to make sure everything is like ready for the next coat of paint. But I don't want to touch it. I mean, it's the entire pieces like that. I don't have to worry about shit like that, but I just want to make sure that it comes out nice and clean. I don't know what happened to the front. Whatever. Whatever. But the back came out perfect. The back came out exactly how it should have came out. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Nice, nice. So when you're cruising down the street, bam. Cruising down the street in my 6'4". That's just funny. Man, but so that's basically my day. So, like I said, this part's done. This is easy. And that's why I wanted to do the I had to do the front first because the front was the complicated part. Come on, thing. Oh man. A fucking novel broke, you son of a bitch. Yeah, so now I forgot. Dang it. Out here dicking around with y'all. I forgot I had to clean off the wheel. Because I'm not putting it back on unless it's clean. So I can't put the wheels back on unless I clean them. So this is kind of how I clean my wheels. Hold up. Oh, dang it. Oh, yeah. Whoops. I knew that was going to happen sooner or later. I told you this thing was going to fall, but it didn't crack. Nothing happened. It didn't crack. So we're good with the phone still. Nothing broke. Fucking ragged ass shit. Yeah, I knew at some point that shit was going to fall. Hold up for a second. Whoops, sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, I knew at some point the shit was going to collapse. But let me see if I can do something like sit this about here like this, maybe. Hold up for a second. Yo, yo, what's good, brother? He's probably, that's my neighbor right there. He's probably like, dude, I'm watching you on a live stream right now. What the hell? All right. So, what I do is because I'm not putting these dirty ass wheels back on there, I'm gonna clean this shit up a little bit, like so. And this really gets the grime out of here because I mean, this shit is like I hate the inside of wheels, man, because a lot of times you don't really clean the inside of your wheels because you don't really think about it. Me, whenever I take my wheels off, the first thing I do is clean the insides because I hate the look of them. Like when you can look up under somebody's car and you can see all the way through, and the shit is like disgusting. People like, bro, we see you washing the outside. Do you ever wash the inside? I'm gonna be like, nope, I don't have to. I'm like, no. If you got rims that you can see all the way through, you might want to clean those wheels off. So I'll show you what the difference is. Because like I said, these wheels, I took them off a long time ago when I did the brakes, and I put them back on, and I cleaned them and put them back on. But because these rear wheels are, the rears aren't what is it, ceramic. This is like this is nice and black at the bottom. Hold up for a second. Let me show you what it looks like. Hold up. Let me see. So that's, damn it, hate that. So that's nice and black at the bottom, but all the inside be like this nasty ass brake dust all the way around. And what that does is, like, let's say you're driving down the street and people can see the reflection of lights through everything. They see how clean your rims are up front, but on the back they don't see nothing because all of this nasty shit's all in there. So that's why I always clean out the inside of my wheels all the time. And people be wondering, man, what the fuck? You always clean out the inside of your wheels? Yep, because I can see through them when I'm around, I could see, and I'm like, I hope people don't look at my shit like that. I'm like, well, the outside of the wheels is clean, but the inside is disgusting. I know. Oh. So that's why I'm always cleaning out the inside of these wheels and shit like this. This is what I do all the time. Whenever I take my wheels off, before I put them back on, I run through them. It's like, man, fuck. I gotta go get some more of this shit. And I'm not even gonna put these back on because, like I said, once I put my new wheels and tires back on, I don't have to worry about these. But I want these in the garage, clean. Like, let's say I get a flat tire on my other rims or whatever. I don't have 5. I should probably order another one so I can have a spare. Yeah, I'll do that. I think I'm gonna order another rim with a tire, same exact tire, just so I got a matching spare. Because otherwise, I'm gonna have to put these back on the car. That's what I'm gonna have to do whenever I get a flat tire. My Jeep, I always get 5 tires and rims with those, so I'm cool with the Jeep. But all my other cars got like a donut spare. So the best thing to do is whenever you order a set of rims, get 5 rims and 5 tires. So if you ever get a flat, guess what? Just put on your damn spare. It looks just like your other tires. All right. So that looks pretty good. Let's see. Shower. Yeah. I don't gotta make them look super, super clean. I just want to get all that nasty ass brake dust out of there. Because once I put these in the garage, they'll be there for a while. Yeah. Yeah. So these are getting slammed back on the truck. Hold up for a second. Let me turn it this way for you. Hopefully this shit don't fall over again. Yeesh. Is it like not up high enough or some shit? There we go. There we go. Second. Let me go run some air real quick. Because I know I used some up. What I do is I never snug it up. I just kind of zip them on there just to get them close enough. And then I snug them up by hand like this. Because I want to make sure each one of them is centered, like dead center almost. So that one's dead center. And now, everything should be fine. Don't let it all the way down. Just barely till it's touching. Now, there, now you snug them down. Now, that's done. All right, there we go. Bam. Trash. All right, there we go. That was a good run for the day. I gotta work on the front, but I'm gonna let it cure for a couple of hours before I go and start messing with it. I got an idea of what I want to do, but in order to do it, let it cure. That damn jack weigh about 8,000 pounds. I hate carrying it, but I'd rather carry it than drag it. Dragging that shit's a pain in the ass. It's so loud. All right, hold up. Oh, let me turn it like this so you guys can see. There we go. There we go. Now we got a little light. Let there be light looking ass. So that's basically how I do it. The rear's done. I'll show you guys the wheels and the tires in a second. Let me catch my breath. I'm gonna go get the wheels and tires and show you guys how this is supposed to look. I would put them on the front, but nah, I'm not touching that shit. Let me show you guys something. Okay, see now y'all about to get the exclusive look at the new wheel and tire setup. Nobody out there has seen it yet. Well, y'all seen pictures of it, but nobody's really seen how it looks like together. I don't really have it together, but cool. My front door is open. Hold up for a second. So let me go get the wheel and tire real quick. I don't know why it keeps going dark like that. There, let's do like this. Let's sit it like that for now. Be right back. Let me get the wheel and the tire. Hold up. Get back. Get back. All right, here we go. All right, y'all ready to see this? This is the exclusive wheel and tire. This is gonna look crazy when I put it on. So that's what they're gonna look like right there. That's it. They almost look like those right there a little bit. Pretty close. So you're gonna see them big red brakes sticking out. Oh, got my fingerprint on it right there. See them big red brakes sticking out and everything. It's gonna look pretty clean, man. But these are like gunmetal gray, and it's nice and it's like shiny gunmetal gray, but it's got the polished aluminum lip, kind of like how those are polished on the outside right there. But look at that. I ended up putting something on these. I was picking something up, already got shit on them. There you go. It can come off. It's just, I think it's some gummy shit from my fingers or something like that. But those are 22s. Like when I'm taking off the car is 20s, and those will be 22. So let me see if I can back up to see what they'll look like. They're gonna be like sort of like that. Cause see, there's the old ones back there. These are gonna be like this. They're gonna kind of look like that a little bit, sort of. Let me see, sort of like that. It's gonna look pretty dope, I think. On an expedition on 22s, man. That's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. What up, Roxy? What's up, lady? So I'm getting rid of the old. Like I said, the old, you guys already know, looks a little bit like that. So those are 20s, not too bad. Like I said, got the red brake in there, looking pretty sharp. Looks pretty sharp. But once I slap these big ones on right here, yeah, those are the brakes are gonna shine through there. Man, that shit's gonna look super clean. Super clean. Have them big red brakes coming through like that. Bam. Gliding down the street. So, all right. So now y'all got to look at it. I'm not going to make a video of it. So if you guys run a live stream and you saw it, you saw it. A lot of people say, well, what's the wheels look like? What they look like? Should have been on a live stream. Sorry. Like, we ain't got time for all that shit. What up, Rufus? See, look, hold on for a second. Look, this is the crazy shit. These dogs be killing me. Rufus, hey, Rufus. Look, these dogs be just running around the neighborhood. Look at him. He just doing his own thing, going around peeing on everybody's house. Where's he going? Let me go see this dog. I call him Rufus. I don't know what his real name is. Rufus. Hey, Rufus. I have no idea what that dog's name is, but he's always running past my house all the damn time. And one time he came up in my garage. I was like, what the hell? That was years. He walked up in my garage. I was like, Rufus. He was like, what's up, bro? Walked in my garage thinking he was all cool. Yep, but there we go, man. The big visions. Bam. We're going to go on a truck. So I got my work cut out for it. I got to finish that right there. Once I finish that, let everything cure. Then I got to start taking off these wheels. I got to take the actual sensor. I got to take the tire pressure sensor out of this tire. Whoops. So I take the tire pressure sensor out of this tire, and I got to put them on here. So that's going to be a challenge and a half. Because, I mean, these didn't come with no valve stems or nothing. They didn't come with anything. So it's going to be interesting and to just try to link everything together to make sure that the ECU in my truck measures the tire pressure on each one of my tires like it normally does. So I got to do it all one by one, one by one. This is going to be a fun project, but I like how the offset sits a little bit. Like my Jeep, you see how these are like closer like this? Like they're almost on the face of the wheel like that. They're closer on the face. That's pretty cool. These vision wheels here, they're sitting back deeper in there. So they sit back deeper. So these wheels stick out farther on the Jeep because that's a negative offset right there. That's probably about negative 30 maybe. That's about negative 30. And this is about positive 25 because this sits right on the edge. So it sits right on the edge, but it kind of sits back a little bit. Like the cap goes back a little bit. So these tires are going to stick out, barely stick out. Because if they were flush, they'd be flush straight down. But they're sticking in a little bit, probably about plus 25. And these are sticking way back there. They're way in the back, deep back there. And these are like negative 30s. So that's why my Jeep wheels stick out like this, pretty much. Yeah. But they're the same almost. Look at that. Vision. Almost the same, almost the same. And I said, well, I get the vision with almost the same pattern. So that way everything kind of ties in each other. But That was a live stream, y'all. That was a live stream. Why does it say 37 minutes now? What the hell? Did the other live stream end or something? The other live stream must have dropped because this one says 38 minutes. And I know we've been online longer than 38 minutes. But what if maybe it dropped and turned off or something? I don't know. But hey, I appreciate you guys for rocking with me on this live stream. It must have been two of them, and I didn't even know it. I didn't catch it till just now. But if it's still running on the same live, that's news to me. But I don't know. It's been 30 minutes since the drop. I'm about to go in. I'm about to take me a break. I got to clean up out here. I'm going to clean up. And once I'm done cleaning up, I'm going to go grab me something to eat. And I'll come back and start working on this front. But I'm going to give it probably another 2 hours to cure. And once it's cured in about 2 hours, I'll come back out and I'll work on it. But for right now, yeah. Oh, it froze out? Oh, I don't know what happened, man. The damn camera dropped. It even scratched my phone up. This is a brand new phone, man. I don't have it in the case because the case won't fit on this. So I brought this outside and this motherfucker dropped straight to the damn concrete. What the fuck, man? So, I don't know. The joy of live streaming outside. You tear up your fucking equipment. That's what happens. I need to stop live streaming outside. Keep my ass in the studio and quit screwing around all the damn time. But no, I just wanted to show you guys how the brake job was going. So I'm about to, like I said, I'm gonna clean all this shit up. Go in here, grab me something to eat, man. I don't know. I eat at my house. Shit, man. Like I'm gonna clean up and leave. No, I'm not cleaning me up, and I'm not going dressed like this all dirty and shit. I'm gonna eat at my house. So I'll probably end up coming back out in a second. I cannot believe the fronts didn't go right. That irritates the hell out of me, man. Because I could have been done. I could have been done. But it's what it is. It is what it is, man. So I will probably catch you guys on the next live. Man, man, man. Can't believe it. The damn fronts, man. Can't believe it. But what if I will hook up with you guys in a minute. I got a lot of cleaning up to do around here. So let me finish this stuff up. But thank you guys for rocking with me on this live stream. Hopefully you learned a little bit about what not to do. But shit, I will hit y'all back in a minute, man. All right, man. You and Jamil, y'all. Hopefully, I get some money out there tonight, man. Get it right. I'm not driving tonight. I got the truck down. I mean, I could take the Beamer out and make some money in the Beamer, but ain't worth it. If my private people call me, I'll do it. But I'll probably have to take the Jeep out, or I got to take the Beamer out. The truck, I'm not starting this up tonight. I'll leave the truck down for a while. But man, appreciate you guys, man. It was a long day already. Live stream dropped and came right back. Shit. Man. This is make sure you shave your hair when you paint the front. Exactly. It's like, where the hell is hair coming from? God damn it. That's the joy. That's why when you do painting, you need to be inside of a paint booth that don't have no public shit involved, because I swear, shit be just blowing around the city, man. I'm surprised pigeon feathers ain't sticking to my goddamn shit. It's like, man, half the time I come outside, look at the Jeep, is goddamn feathers stuck all over the tires and shit. It's like, this shit blows all over the city. But then I was working on a Beamer yesterday. I mean, the Benz, and I got that piece put on. Check this out. Look at that. Brand new. This is brand new. I just put this on. But this is the thing. This is brand new. And you see how shiny it is? This is the side that's not brand new. And you see how dull it is? Which means I got to either shine this up or I got to replace this too. Because I don't like the fact that it's opposite colors. Like that right there. I don't know, man. Because this right here is super shiny. It looks real nice, real good like that. Super shiny, really good. And this side over here is dull. And these things are like $160 a piece for these little ass fucking pieces right here. But I actually got the top off and everything. So, hey, hey, hey. So, yeah. Me and these fucking cars, man. Me and all these cars. Let's see something. No. Hold up for a second. Let's see something. Oh. They probably say I don't got the key. Like, you don't have the key. You can't start it. Yeah. I don't got the key for it. The key is in the house. I don't feel like walking there to get it. I was going to fire this thing up. But nope. Man, man, man. This is a nice Mercedes right here. It's got the little roll bar in the back when you got a convertible and shit, little roll bar, little Benz seats and everything. We're gonna take this for a ride. I'm gonna take this little Beamer of this little Mercedes for a ride right here. I just want to make sure I finish everything, because once I finish with all the work and everything's done with it, and she's been leaving it here with me because I live in Scottsdale on an HOA and they can't park this in the driveway on the street, and they already got 2 vehicles for inside. So she was like, well, I'll just leave the Mercedes with you then. If you have to move it, here's the keys. Know what? Man, I'm gonna cruise this thing around the block. Woo, top down. Hell yeah. Like I always wanted a Benz like this anyways. Oh, so yeah, this little thing right here. And then of course, you know how the air struts are. So this is when she pulled up, that's how it used to look. You see how the wheels are tucked up in there? But I fixed it. So now when I start the car and I got it running, it pumps back up and it goes back up and everything. Like, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try to buff them, man. I don't know. I'm gonna try to buff those because, like I said, this right here is real nice. This is brand new, nice, super smooth, clean. And then the other side, because it's kind of got like sun baked and everything, it's like dull. And I'm like, oh man, they don't, because I want it to look like this, like how the windshield is, because that's what it's supposed to look like an addition to the windshield. And this, you can tell that it's dull like that. I don't like that. But this side is like super clean. Like it flows right over. Like here's the windshield and it just flows right over. It's like super clean, super clean. So yeah, I'll probably have to buff it out or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out, man. It's me and all these cars, man, is always something. There's always something. Every day I wake up and I'm like, let me eat breakfast to get it started out, man. Start out my day eating and I'll go from there. But right now, this is what I got to deal with. That shit right there. So I'll have that together pretty soon. Bam. I'm gonna get all these wheels and shit back in the house. I got this little bad dog. Look at this dog. Look at this shit. This is how bad this dog is. He's like one of them bad neighborhood kids. Look at him. Sika. Sika. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Sika. What are you doing? They're crazy. They want to come outside bad. It's like, nope, nope, hell no. Y'all are too bad. But yeah, let me clean this shit up, man. I appreciate you guys. I buffed mine and past destroyed them again. No way, no way. That's crazy, man. Shit. Like you destroyed my shit. Yeah. I cannot believe the fronts didn't pan out. I should be done right now. I should be done. Last night was like clockwork. Did the back, did the front, bam, done. Everything was golden. Tonight, not so much. But that's just what it is, man. That's what it is. It really tried, but it just didn't come together for me, man. I'll figure this shit out. What if? But I'm gonna hit y'all back, man. I'm gonna end this live stream. Like I said, it might be 2 live streams. I don't even know. So I'll figure it out once I get out of this live stream. If it was 2 live streams ran over 1 ran. But I appreciate you guys for sitting with me the whole time I was dealing with this damn truck today. But that's the kind of shit I do around here, man. When people don't know where I am or what I'm doing, I'm in my driveway, man. I got a lot of cars to work on. I enjoy it. This is my piece. I'm doing some motorcycle work. I got some extra work that I want to do to that. Another mod I want to do to that. So this is what I'm doing. People say, dude, I called you yesterday. I was like, motherfucker, I was in the garage, man. I got shit to do. I got to take care of this. I got projects. Yeah. So for right now, I'm stuck. My truck is down, so I got to drive that. Damn it. Or I could drive this. I don't know. Either one will work. But I don't even have the top on this right here. And it's getting cold as hell. So the top is all for the probably the rest of the winter. I'm not putting that shit back on. I'll leave it. So I might be driving this for the night until I can figure out what to do with this damn truck. I'm down once again. Damn it. I'm down. So, oh yeah, man, we'll get a group ride going, man. Let me finish with the mods on this bike. Shit. We have to cruise around and do like an around town ride. Where we can just like hit up different spots, cruise through downtown Mesa, downtown Chandler, downtown Gilbert, just kind of bounce around every downtown. We should hit every downtown, pull up, park, spread a little bit of the economy. Everybody get some chicken fingers or some sushi or some shit like that. Spread some of the economy around. Oh, Man. Cannot believe it. This damn truck, man. I want it to be done so bad, but whatever. We're gonna be out there, man. Cause if I get out there, I'm renting a booster. We gonna cruise. Hey man, you'll be way ahead of us. We slow rolling. That booster's a 220-mile-an-hour vehicle. That shit's crazy. But let me go in here and give me something to eat, man. I need to go eat and I need to think this through. Because I gotta start working on this front caliper tonight. I want to get this truck put back together before I go to sleep tonight. Cause tomorrow or the next day, I gotta actually start working on the wheels. Everything's here now. All I gotta do is do the work. I just gotta do the work. And I'm like, I know people like, just take it to a shop. No, that's how they tear shit up. That's how they tear. I'd rather tear my own shit up and pay somebody to tear my shit up. It's like, fuck that. Let me tear my shit up. I bought it. Hell no. But man, this is I roll a roll glide on air. Okay, slow. There you go. Roll glide on air, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, like I said, I got my M109. Actually, I got a roll glide air system on it. So when I'm cruising on it, trust me, that shit's like this. It's like people like, dude, you ain't got that. Nope, no hard shock. I got a roll glide air system on that, compressor and everything. It's like I can't afford a Harley, but I can afford the air system on a Harley. That's about it. The air system on a Harley is about all I got money for. Them Harley Davidsons are some expensive motherfucking vehicles. I could buy a tire to a Harley, but I can't buy a whole Harley. I just buy the front tire. That's it. Motherfucker, what you want for Christmas? I just want a back tire to a Harley. That's all I can afford right now. You don't want the whole bike? I can't afford the whole bike. This motherfucker, just sell me one of the tires. That's it. Shit. Man. So yeah, man, let me get off this thing. I'm about to go grab me something to eat real quick. Like I said, hopefully this live stream it's one and not two. Because right now it just says 50 minutes, but I've been online longer than 50 minutes. So I'll hit you guys up in the comments. Man, it's time for me to go grab me something to eat. Peace, love. Thank you guys for joining me on this live stream of working in the driveway today. We'll have to do this again. We'll do this again. Next time it'll be on the Jeep, maybe. See if I can do this. End.